Alright, what's going on, everybody? This is Boonjamin Bok Choy bringing you another F122 video. Today we're going to be looking at the AI at Silverstone. So if you played this game last year, you probably know that the AI was really OP here. Personally, for me, I think 102 was probably the max difficulty that I could play at and still be able to keep up with them. Probably wasn't going to be winning at 102 difficulty. Probably have to lower it to like 100 for me to have a chance to win. But I have tried some races at other tracks, and it looks like they've kind of balanced the AI a little bit. So this year we're going to be giving this shot at 105. So I'm just going to show that to you right here, 105. Probably not going to be super scientific, just because the setups for this game haven't really been optimized quite yet. Just kind of using one that I found in time trials that I set my fastest lap with. So I don't know. Don't really know what we're trying to do here. I do have flashbacks enabled, as we're just using this race to test the AI. If on a good day I ran a perfect race, would I be able to keep up with the AI at 105 at Silverstone? So yeah, you'll probably see me use the flashbacks quite a bit. Yeah, that's it. This is a 25% race against 105 AI difficulty at Silverstone, and we'll just see if they're still as OP as they were last year. I'm going to be racing as George Russell, and hopefully we can get off the line here without losing too many positions. All right, we couldn't even get off the line. All right, we're going to give that another shot. I still haven't gotten this down quite yet, so I don't really know how to get off the line properly. Alright, we only lost one position to Hamilton. So yeah, if you played this game at all last year, you know that the AI kind of goes balls to the walls for the first couple of laps. And then once ERS is enabled, they kind of settle down a little bit. So let's just hope to kind of keep up with them. In last year's game, usually by lap 3, they're already like 2-3 seconds out ahead of me, and I can't even get within DRS even if I spammed all of my ERS as we pick up our first warning there. So yeah, we're actually able to keep up somewhat. And we're actually cutting the gap a little bit. I don't know if they're programmed to go all out on the first 2 laps like last year, but that wasn't as difficult as it normally is. Oh no, Alex, come on. Don't adjust your computer. That is the audio glitch that has been ruining the game for everybody. Hopefully they'll fix that soon. Oh wow, we still have a lot of overtake left. Usually by now in F1 2021, I'd have no overtake left. And we still have 75%. So I have run laps in time trial, but I haven't done a race here yet, so I haven't figured out what's the best way to get around this track in a race. So if you're watching this and pulling your hair out from behind your screen, I do apologize in advance. It is like 2 days from launch, or 2 days since launch. and I've just been kind of working on setups so far, and haven't been running too many races quite yet. Alright, so it's encouraging to see that ERS has been enabled, and or DRS has been enabled, and we are within DRS of the car in front of us, so I will take that as a good sign. Doesn't look like passing them is going to be super easy at 105, but at least I'm still close enough to them that I can stay within DRS. And it's also nice to see that they're not pulling really, really far ahead after cops, like in last year's game. It looks like Cody's and EA have fixed that problem as well. And that issue wasn't just limited to cops as well. I think Spa had a corner where the AI was really OP. Zandvoort had a corner, I think it's like turn 7 or turn 8, where they were really OP. So I'll probably test those tracks out as well to see if they still have an advantage there. And then there were other tracks where it was just really, really easy to beat them. Like for me, Jeddah at 110 was a joke. You could abuse track limits there, and the AI didn't, so even at 110 it was really easy to beat them very handily as well. And then Singapore, it seems like every year Singapore is a joke. Even at 110 it's really easy to beat the AI there. So I'll have to run some races there to see if there's still two of the easiest tracks in the game. And for me, France was a very easy track as well, so I'll probably run a race or two there. I don't know if it's just me, but it seems like the car doesn't use too much ERS this year. Prior to this DRS zone, we still had over 80% ERS. So yeah, it looks like the AI's been nerfed a little bit here. Because I know I did not get that much better between last week in F1 2021 and then this week when F1 22 launched. So looks like the developers have been listening and nerfed the AI at certain tracks. And again, this is with just day 2 after launch setups. These aren't even optimized setups yet, so it's encouraging to see. I'll shut up for a little bit and see if I can actually get closer to the AI cars ahead. Looks like tire wear is a little bit, or tire deg's a little bit higher this year than it was last year. The softs could go like 3/4 of the racing, and they're already at almost 40% on the fronts by lap 5. Again, it could just be my setup as well. No, too early to jump in. I'll wait to see when Verstappen and... Holy cow. I just set the fastest lap at 105 difficulty. I'll wait to see when Verstappen and Leclerc jump into the pits to box myself. Alright, starting to lose grip a little bit. Had a moment there coming out of that turn. So yeah, with the new tire mechanics or the tire temps anyway, the undercut isn't always necessarily the best strategy. Don't really know which strategy is the best at Silverstone this year, but I suppose we'll find out after I box. I'm assuming Hamilton's going to box right now, as I was supposed to box at the end of the last lap, so I'm not going to bother using ERS to try and overtake. Is everybody going in? Alright, Leclerc and Hamilton are going in. We'll stick with Verstappen here. We'll burn a little bit of ERS. Try to stay as close to Verstappen as possible. Being very careful on throttle. Whoa, Verstappen had a bit of a moment there as our audio starts to go out. Alright, we're going to burn this ERS to try and get as close to him as possible when we jump into the box. Oh no, come on. I'm doing a flashback there. Alright. Not so greedy, not so greedy. Alright, good. I'm not used to kph. I usually play with miles per hour, but I didn't bother to change it this year. Optimal turn in. Alright, that's what I like to see.
Perfect job on the turn in there, mate. Looks like a nice stop time. We're happy.
Alright, we're probably going to have to burn another flashback on pit exit here. I don't like pit exits in this game to begin with, but Silverstone has a turn at its exit, so I'm going to probably hit the wall here.
Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now.
Oh my goodness. Okay, we're going to try that again. Go ahead, Lewis.
Lewis is the next car in front of you.
Oh my god, is Elcon gonna get me too? Come on, get back within DRS. Did we make it? Yes, alright. I don't think we're gonna win. We're gonna be stuck in a DRS train again. And hopefully Leclerc out in front slows down. Okay. Almost take it in 8th. We actually got purple sector 1 there. Oh, that was a dumb track extension. And close to a second track extension there. Alright, we still have the fastest lap. Ah, I spoke too soon. Oh, okay, never mind, we got it back. Alright, starting to catch up now to the leaders. Hamilton is as well. Hopefully they'll start battling, slow each other down, give us a chance to win this race. Yeah, so far it looks like Silverstone is a lot easier this year. For one, as you can see, going through comps, the AI doesn't have a clear advantage there. And then just throughout the rest of the track, it's a little bit easier to follow them. It's still difficult to get up in front of them, but at least you're able to stay close behind and given a chance to possibly overtake them. Whereas last year, even at like 101, 102, again, for me anyway, I couldn't even keep up with them. So it's good to see that the AI has been balanced out a little bit this year. And I'm sure once I start fine-tuning the setup on this track and just run a couple more laps on this track, it'll probably get a little bit easier, and then 105 will probably seem like nothing. So I don't know. Might even be able to hit 110 this year by the time this game, the life cycle of this game is over. Yeah, the car doesn't feel exactly stable, so I know that this isn't the most optimized setup right now. And even though it's good in corners, I feel like it's lacking a little bit of straight line speed. Okay, we'll flash back that. Alright, halfway through the penultimate lap here. I don't think we're going to finish any higher than maybe third if I dive bomb Hamilton on the last DRS straight, if I can get close enough. But I think he has DRS on the car in front of him, so that might be a little bit difficult. But we'll see if we can get close enough. Probably not this lap. Yeah, we'll try it on the last lap. Let's see if we can get close enough to dive bomb him.
Okay, this is your final lap of the race. Okay, we've only got 1 lap of fuel remaining.
Hamilton's still in DRS
We're increasing
to the car in front.
by around a second a lap.
Oh, almost lost it there. Alright, we might actually be close enough.
Verstappen's just completed a pass for the lead.
Wow, that closing speed is actually pretty good. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, that was my test of the AI at Silverstone. Again, if you forgot, it was at 105. Yeah, it looks like Cody's has balanced the game out a little bit, at least at this track anyway. Like I said, last year 102, 103 was probably the max for me, and I would probably finish like 10 seconds behind the race winner. But as you just saw this year, we're at 105 AI, and I was able to stay in the fight pretty much till the end. I don't think I finished this close to the winner at Silverstone at this high of difficulty since like F1 2020. So this is very encouraging to see. I'll probably do another test at Zandvoort and one more at Spa, because those two were probably the next two toughest tracks for me. And even Coda was another tough track. I think 105 was pretty much impossible for me at those 3 tracks: Spa, Zandvoort, and Coda. And then so I'll probably do some tests at those tracks to see how good the AI is this year. Hopefully I'll find some setups that will make me a little bit more competitive. But yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. If you think I've earned it, please leave a like, comment, or subscribe. Stay tuned for some more videos. Remember to eat your Bok Choy, and I'll see you in the next one.